So we came inside to seed our seeds, and this whole first one we're just doing tomato seeds. And what we did, because I am limited on space and we already identified that we're late with this planting, actually putting more than one seed in each cell with the idea in mind that I'm going to split them all up and plant them into a 2-inch container before putting them in a 4-inch deep container. So tomato seeds, this is all tomatoes, so I like using these little seeders from Johnny's Selected Seeds. And I got seeds from 2 different really amazing locations. One, a farmer friend, Judy von Hondorf, and her team are saving seed of certain tomatoes, and they save a few other things. I know they have Judy's kale, and they also have, what else do they have? Do you know? Lark?
Yeah.
What do they have?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have larkspur, I think it is, tomatoes, and kale. Those are some reliable CSG savings. And I asked Judy if she had any seeds because, like I said, I was unable to get any from the seed companies. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Come on, come on. Okay, you want to keep track of this? And then the other seeds came from one of my students who was awesome enough to pop some in the mail because, again, was unable to get some from the seeds companies right away. And these seeds, many of these seeds anyway, not all of them obviously, there's a lot here, are going to be planted at Project Self-Sufficiency, which is a really awesome nonprofit right across the road from the college, Sussex County Community College. So I'm hoping that, you know, with masks and social distancing, a couple of us students could, or I guess I'm not a student exactly, but a couple of my students and I could go over there and volunteer, you know, obviously at their own desire. And if, you know, but gardening is one of those things where you can maintain your social distance, so it's actually really fantastic. So anyway, what I also did is I created a little map of what I'm growing here. And I've got 2 rows of black cherry tomatoes from the CSG. No, I'm sorry. These are from my student. 1 row Matt's Wild Cherry. 4 rows of plum, Heinz plum, and I did 4 rows because people love plum, and you often plant a lot of those. I did 1 row of pink Berkeley tie-dye, and that's a seed that I purchased for one of my students. And then the last one here is, oh no, I did 1 Brandywine, 1 row Brandywine, again from the CSG. And then I did 2 rows of black creme, which came from Baker Creek that my student sent to me. So Baker, oops, 2 row black creme. Okay, well, you get the idea there. And so, like I said, I got a few extra, 2 or more. And then this last row, I'm just gonna do a little bit of basil because basil and tomatoes are companions. They like each other, and why not? Basil's awesome. We planted some basil a little early in the greenhouse, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's doing so great right now. I'm gonna try to pull it out of that not so great place. But you can see that these seeds are small, and like I said, you don't need a whole lot of soil to cover them with. Oh, and one other note I just want to make is with my map, I have a little heart here because I took some white out and drew a heart on this end. That way you know which end is which, because obviously when you turn it around, it's going to look the same. And tomato seeds, obviously, well, not all of them, but many of them look very much the same. So it's hard to tell the difference. If you were growing a bunch of different types of seeds, you could probably identify as they germinate. So anyway, we're gonna go outside and put a little layer of soil media, technically, over top of this, and then we'll be all set. Essentially, we'll mist them in. We'll be all set. Okay.